Alright folks, welcome back to another Awaken Chaos Era video, and we've got a bunch of new stuff come out today, so I thought I'd do a quick video, and we're going to pull a bunch of, well, potentially going to pull a bunch of shards, or I should say crystals. I'm still on raid talk here. I've been saving up crystals for a while, and I was waiting for a chance to summon them, so I've not actually had a look at these guys yet, so I'm just going to have a quick look at the new heroes, see if they're worth it, and yeah, decide if we're going to summon all the shards. But if you're watching this video, there's a very good chance I have summoned them all, so let's just crack on. We'll have a little look at them first. This is the first guy here, the Wind Leopard, Bachelard. There's also new content out as well, which is awesome. And I'm just really glad my original expectations of this game have seemed to have come through, because as you guys know, I came from a raid background on this genre of games, and I do still play raid. For all you guys asking on Discord, I still am playing raid. I'm just not enjoying it just now that much, so that's why I'm not doing content on it, because I cannot do content on anything that I don't enjoy. It just doesn't work for me, but I am still playing raid. But for me, this game is really knocking it out of the park just now. I mean, the amount of updates they've got coming, and they're good updates. You know, this is a brand new piece of content. Granted, I've not looked at it yet. I don't know how good it is. It looks like it's similar to a lot of other idle games, but if this was raid, we would have had like 4 production videos telling us that it was coming out, then a roadmap, then a delayed roadmap, then eventually it would come out. So it's really good to see the amount of content that's coming out in a game like this. And like I said before, when I reviewed this game, this is definitely a more free-to-play friendly game. I have literally just been using the 2 passes and the battle pass, and that's all I've been buying. I've really been enjoying the game. I think there's something to be said. I've noticed even people in this game that whale out in this game, they seem to get tired of it really quick. So like whaling out, not only does it ruin your bank balance, it really doesn't seem to be that good for you psychologically either. So I think this is the perfect game to just chip away. You spend a few bucks every month on the passes and all that kind of stuff. The company keeps happy because they get an income, and you play a really fun game. So anyway, I'm blabbing on a load of shite now. Let's just crack on and see. Oh wow, this is the other person. Also, it's like a dark version of Asrina. Dark Dragon Asrina, cool. So let's have a little look. Let's try to sell me stuff. Like I say, I do not buy. Just the magic passes and the other things. Let's have a look into the index. So where's our first one? So the first one is coming in at the Sylvan Woodlands. Bachelard. He's pretty badass actually, yeah. He's really cool. Some sort of like lion creature dude. Looks pretty cool. So let's have a look. He's got S tier attack, so he's going to deal some damage. A tier crit rate. Let's try his trait first. This kind of tells you what he's all about. So damage reduction up to 100% when taking a counter attack damage. This grants damage. Alright, okay. So whenever... damage up to. So if he is hit with a counter attack, he doesn't take any damage, and he also gives himself damage up to. Plus 50% damage. Have we seen that before? Is there like a damage up to? I know there's like... Can't remember that being on any other hero, so that's quite interesting. So I think this guy could smack pretty hard, because that's another 50% damage. Now that's different, you know, like, say something like this here, I'm not even... Let's take the basic, 70% damage. So yeah, like another 50% on top of that is quite a lot, actually. It's not like 30% attack is what I'm trying to say, it's actually damage straight on top. So his basic has got Ignite. Ignite's a bit funny sometimes. Deals 70% damage to an enemy and applies Ignite for 2 turns. If the enemy is affected by a negative effect, then launches another attack with the basic ability. Okay, so the chances are they are going to have a negative effect. I wonder if that actually works. If they've got nothing on them, it puts the Ignite down, and then if the Ignite lands, it just attacks again. Probably not, but... yeah, it's really easy to get negative effects. So that's yeah, it seems like a basic that hits twice, so that's 140% damage. That's good. Special hero, this does some stuff. Deals 120% damage to an enemy, applies defense down. If it's affected by negative status, then deals another 30% damage, so 150, and defense down 2. So it's important to note, I guess, that will be 150% damage if they've got a negative status. But also, if you've got the Ascension here, and he's managed to trigger the counter attack, it's a bit iffy. If he does trigger that, then he's also dealing another 50% damage, which is pretty awesome. So that'll be like 200% damage, which is pretty big, really, with considering he's got a pretty high attack. And the ultimate, let's hope this is a good one. It's Ignite again. 40% damage to an enemy, then an additional 140 to the target. Each attack inflicts Ignite on the target for 2 turns. Launches an additional lightning throw combo per negative effect on the target. Max 4 combos. So yeah, if they've got 4... So if they've got 4 debuffs on them, then you're going to hit twice, then another... So you're going to hit 6 times. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on here. There's ignites. I'm not totally sold on this guy. Let's have a look here. What's that there? Deals 100... Eh? What's the difference you can click on that? 140% damage to one enemy and it applies ignite for 1 turn. So I'm a little confused here because... So we've got the fire spear. We've got this here. Now, I'm assuming the lightning throw is this thing here, the Ender Spear. I don't know why it's called two. That's the only thing I can think, because why would they have, you know, like Dark Nicholas, when you click on here, it shows you his ability in the darkened avatar state. So this must be the lightning throw combo. It's just, for some reason, they've called it Ender Spear. So I'm assuming, if leave in the comments below if I'm wrong here, but he does 180% damage to the target, inflict the ignite for both of those turns. So effectively, it's going to be 2 lots of ignite plus 180% damage. Then, say the character you're attacking had, like, say, 2 debuffs on them already, you would also throw 2 of these spears, which each deal 140% damage to an enemy and apply ignite for 2 turns. Now, if I'm reading this correct, this guy is the most broken single target damage dealer in the game we have. I don't think I'm dealing this right, because that can't be right, surely. Because that'd be 140, 180, plus another 2, so that's 280 plus 180, what's that? 300, that's like 4, that's a lot. I can't do the maths right now. Actually, so that'll be 180 plus 140, which is 320, plus another 360. That's 460% damage. And if they had 4 debuffs, it's over 500% damage. I really want to pull this guy and see what this guy does now. If that is the case, this guy... I noticed a lot of people on the Discord were saying this guy was terrible. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I think, granted, it's a 4-turn cooldown, but that might be, potentially... I'm not sure why they would have the ignites in there, though. That's the strange thing, because, like, if he's dealing that much damage... Well, actually, I do, because he might just be able to one-shot people in PvP, but in PvE, this guy is going to do insane damage. If this is what I'm thinking it is, then he's going to deal the most amount of damage single target in the game, plus however 5 ignites or something like that. And the more debuffs he puts on, the more he triggers his own abilities, because there's more debuffs on them. I really like this guy. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, because everyone was like, Dark Asrina looks good, but this guy looks kind of crap. I might be totally wrong. I've been wrong many, many times before, but I'm pretty sure if that is... I can't see why... What else Ender Spear would be, you know? It is an ultimate. You click on it, it deals this, and it says, for some reason, lightning throw combo. That's got to be it. And if that is it, this guy's nuts. Mark my words, I'm the only content creator that likes this guy, I think, and yeah, we'll have to see him. Hopefully we pull him today. We're definitely going to pull shards now anyway because of this guy. Let's have a look at the next one, because this video is going to take way too long now that I've been blabbing about this guy. So we do have Asrina here. This is the original for all you guys that... Wow, that is super laggy today. This is the original hero. She is an Ignite specialist. There's not many of them in the game because it's not traditionally that great. So let's see what her big sister does. Got the provocative ass showing there on the typical guy. Yeah, it looks really cool though, I have to admit. Look at the background and stuff. Really cool design on this character. Big dragon tail. I like all this kind of dark shit in the bottom. Sorry about my t-shirt, guys. I'm wearing the completely wrong color t-shirt for a green screen today, but can't be arsed changing, so you're just going to have to deal with it. S tier attack again, okay. A tier health, okay. She's going to be tanky too. Let's have a look at this. In fact, yeah, trait first. Grants a shield for 2 turns with strength that scales based on this character's max health at the start of the battle or per positive effect applied by an enemy. Well, that reads strange. Ascension immediately reduces crit resistance by 30. No idea what that means. Grants a shield for 2 turns with strength. Also, that scales on the attack and max health. And she's got A tier and S tier of both. So this basically reads to me she's going to somehow get a Thunderous Cloud Shield. Yeah, so that's the Thunderous Cloud Shield. Yeah. Okay, very strange. I'm not entirely... This basically just means you get a shield. The start of a battle, basically. And it looks like it's going to be a big-ass shield once she's ascended. So that's the easiest way to read this one. Immediately reduces target crit resistance by 30. Makes no sense. Absolutely no sense, because who's the target? Like, surely you wouldn't want to decrease your own crit resistance. And then on top of it, what is crit resistance? Because, like, does that mean like, maybe say you only have to get 60% crit rate, no, 70% crit rate to deal your 100% crit damage to another target? And how do you choose the target right at the start? I don't understand that at all. Hopefully we pull her and we'll see what happens. Basic deals 100%, 120% damage to an enemy with a 50% chance of a stun. That is a really good A1, really good, solid, yeah. That's fully ascended, that'll be the 50%, but that's one of the better basics in the game, you know. Stun on a basic is nuts. Passive here, counterattacks when an enemy uses a non-attack ability, dealing 100% damage to all enemies and removing 1 positive effect from each, can only be triggered once per round. I was about to say, like, this is the most broken ability in the game, but can only be triggered once per round. That's really fair, because that's like... That's effectively Imogen's ability on a passive here, so you're getting it for free every round. Granted, it won't do quite as much damage as Imogen, but really you're just using Imogen for the remove status effect. So this is like an every single time, yeah, counterattacks when they use non-attack abilities. So Brand throws up attack and defense up, and then suddenly she counterattacks, deals an AoE damage to everyone, which you could put in a rebel set, so stuns it a bunch of people, and removes an effect. That's nuts. This is PvP hero, by the way. This is what I'm talking about. Also, this looks crazy for Doom Tower as well. That will be so strong in Doom Tower. Lightning Breath. Because, you know, in Doom Tower, sometimes they have, like, or, like, lots of PvE content, they'll have, like, the same heroes in the team, and they all use, say, like, their attack up ability at the same time. So you get, like, 5 heroes on the opposing team all putting attack up, which, you know, is kind of pointless. But that would mean she would... Oh no, it'll only trigger once per round. I'm thinking, yeah, sorry. I'm thinking out loud here, but I'm thinking wrong. It can only be triggered once per round. That would be absolutely broken if not. The ultimate looks cool. Lightning Breath. I like the wee avatar. Ignite and unhealable. Deals 150%. Oh, unhealable. Deals 150% damage to all enemies and applies unhealable and 2 stacks of Ignite for 2 turns. So she's not dealing crazy amounts of damage. She's like she's just a control queen by the looks of it. I mean, unhealable is nuts. I've actually really been wanting an unhealable character apart from Dark Nick, because Dark Nick's really good, but he's kind of a bit weird that he's got unhealable, because I tend to just build him with like all-out massive amounts of damage. This girl looks like 100% you want focus on her. Got reasonable sweep speed as well on her, so you want loads of focus, plenty of speed. You don't really need to worry about attack with her. She's not far attacking. I mean, I'm sure she can deal some damage with 1,426 attack, but you know, she gets a shield based on her attack and health as well, so it's worth those two being high. So yeah, high attack and health, some high speed and high focus. In a rebel set, she's going to be one of the best PvP characters in the game. Yep, I'm definitely pulling. Let's pull, guys. Let's just jump in. I'm very happy with those 2 heroes. Also, just really happy with the way this game's going and the amount of stuff that's coming out in it. It's really cool. Let's just have a little look. This is the new content, by the way. The Last Naval Doctor. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do this right now, because like I'm going to do a separate video on this, but there is new content out, guys. It's right next to the Endless Trial. From what I've read in Discord, it's very similar to the idea of Endless Trial, and it's also similar to a lot of other idle games things. It's kind of like working your way through a map and gaining artifacts and stuff, but yeah, let's without further ado get into the summoning. So we've got 300% up for both of these heroes. Now, as you know, I enjoy PvP in these kind of games, so I would really like her, but part of me just really wants to pull this dude and just play with him, because I think people don't think he's that good, and I want to see how many times he actually hits and how much damage he does, because he could be broken. So we've got 130 shards to pull, which is pretty awesome. Crystals, I should say, which is, I think, yeah, like I say, because I'm not free to play, but I'm low spender in this game, so I've never had like hundreds of shards like I did in raid when I whaled out. So this is probably maybe the second biggest summoning I've ever done. Maybe I think I did 150 once when I first started. So saved up a bunch when I first started and then did a massive one. No, I think this is actually the biggest, because I think that was only 100, come to think about it. So yeah, massive summoning session. I'm hoping for at least 2 legendaries, one of which I'm hoping would be one of the new ones. Let's just crack on and see what we get. Okay, we've got the good colour coming in. Oh, Arzag, that's good. That's I actually need some more upgrades for Arzag, ascensions I should say. And I'd need another ascension for her too, so that's cool. 2 good epics off the bat for the ascensions. Again, I'm still not a total, well, again, I'm not a total whale in this game, so I've still got a lot of ascensions to get for my epic. So just another reason, guys, it's not good to whale out, because you lose all your money and then you get bored of the game super quick. In this game, you can compete without like every single hero in the game anyway, so it's fine. Cup of tea. Hakron, we don't need a Hakron, but we will take him for fusing for our... Oh, I thought we had a legendary there. No such luck. We're definitely pulling a lot of epics though. Cool. Come on, legendary. Good colour again. Vance. We do have a lot of Vances, but again, he jumps into the hero synthesis pretty well. So that's us down to 100. I have absolutely no idea where I am on Mercy. I should really check, but... Okay, we pulled 4 blues. Sorry, 10 blues. That's not great. Come on, legendary. I don't know if any of you guys were watching this account early on, but my god, I got so lucky when I think about it when I started this account. Oh, Andre, I do need more of him, actually. I think he's part of the Tia synthesis, isn't he? Yeah, I got super lucky. Like, there was so many times I opened like 30 shards here, 20 shards here, and I was getting like 2 or 3 legendaries at a time. Oh, Savannah, no. One of my most hated legendaries. I pulled her a while ago and was not impressed with her. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but... Not so good. Not so good. Come on, one of the new boys. One of the new ones. No, that's not a new one. So we're halfway through. Halfway through. Well, slightly more than halfway through, actually. And we pulled one. Bunch of blues, that's not what we want. Come on, it's saving all our luck to the last 50. I can feel it. Okay, Orak, we do actually need a few more ascensions for him, so that's not totally useless. Kyle, do I actually not have him? That must be one of the few epics in the game I don't have. That's mad. Yeah, definitely. Crazy. I think he's quite cool as well. Come on, legendary. Come on, run the new ones. Oh, nope. Harbeck. Not what we want. Right, we've got 30 left, guys. Come on, we can pull off. We're definitely not going to get in Mercy, so we're just relying on the Awaken gods to help us out here. Oh, Jonathan. No, we do have a lot of Jonathans. And another Andre. Yeah, that's cool. I do need the Andres because I really want to level that Tia up. Hey, 1 Savannah. It's not looking like my best summoning session ever, guys. Yeah, I could actually do another ascension for her. That's cool. Well, plenty of good ascensions for my current heroes, but so far, pretty rubbish session, I'm not going to lie. So let's go with the last one. Thank God it's not all blues. That would have been depressing. On the last one, is it like... Ah, I thought we'd hit home on the last one there, but we got Thomas, who is actually, fair play, a really good hero, but a little disappointed we didn't get any of the new guys. But them's the breaks, isn't it? That's what gacha games are all about. They excite you with all these crazy heroes, and then you get shit. You get jack shit. But I'm really quite excited to see how well they do. I think there's like... How many days does this go on for? So I've got another 7 days, effectively. So I should be able to gather, you know... I'll probably will gather by the end of the week another sort of 20, 30 shards, I would think. This game's pretty good as a low spender for just giving you a bunch of shards. Crystals, I should say crystals. So we'll definitely get another session near the end of the week. I'll aim for a sort of 30 or 40 if I can do it, and then we will be into Mercy there, so hopefully we'll hit it and get one of these guys at least. Dark Dragon Asrina, she seems really good, so I think I know how good she is, so a part of me just really wants to pull this guy instead, mainly because I can ascend him easier, and mainly because folk think he's rubbish, so I think he might be rubbish, but he might be broken. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below if you did pull any of the new heroes and if you tried either of them out. And also let me know if the new content's any good. I've not tried it yet. I'm just going to have a go tonight. And yeah, that's it, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel as always. Hit that bell button for notifications and have a great day. Peace.